Okay, so today we're going to last class we were talking about some phrases, right? So we're going to finish that and also like imagine we're in a restaurant because I think being in a restaurant is a very common situation to like you want to speak Spanish if you're in some country.
Yes.
So we're going to see some phrases and conversation that can happen in a restaurant.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So before last class we had these phrases, right? So how much is it? We talked about that before, so maybe you remember how you say how much is it in Spanish. You have like two options.
It's like I don't know, it's Quantos estoy or something like that.
It can be cuánto es,
Yeah, it's a Quanto es.
because if remember that estoy is like I am, right? And I'm
Hmm.
saying like is it. So for that, I'm using es, right? And and it can be like how much it cost, right? So it can be cuánto cuesta.
Yeah, yeah. Quanto cuesta. Yep.
Mhm. Okay, cuánto es, cuánto cuesta.
And which one's more common?
Um, ¿Cuánto cuesta? We say that when you're like asking for a product and you're like asking, right? And cuánto es when you're going to pay like a total amount of
I see.
things.
Okay.
Mhm. And then we have where is the hospital? So maybe you remember how to say where. So try to figure out how to say this in Spanish because maybe you remember where
¿Dónde está el
is.
hospitale?
Yeah, kinda. ¿Dónde está el hospital?
Hospital.
Hospital. Or that is the
Sí.
same. ¿Dónde queda el hospital? I don't know if it's something more Colombian, but when we ask, like, where is that place? Where is, yeah, like for places, we use the verb like quedar. I don't know why, but yeah.
Okay. So uh, translate both of those phrases literally word for word.
Mm-hmm. For this.
Is it exactly the same?
Yes.
So está and queda mean the same thing?
It doesn't mean the same thing. That's why I told you, like, I don't know why we use that verb.
Okay. And what does that verb mean otherwise?
Quedar is like stay. Stay.
Like, I'm sorry?
Stay. I'm going to write it here. Quedar, stay.
Stay.
hmm
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know why we use that verb, but I think it's more common to say that here
So
in
would it be would it be Kedar if it's not a hospital, if it was a restaurant or a gas station, or
if
is it
it's any other
or is it
place,
because you stay in the hospital that has nothing to do with it?
yeah, it's no, there's no relation there.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you when you want to say where is the other thing like the hotel, you
Hmm.
replace hospital for hotel.
Dotel. Yeah.
Hotel. So next one, my knee hurts. Okay, I'm going to tell you this one because you just know
La
like
rodilla. La
yes,
rodilla mal.
mi rodilla. Me duele.
Me duele. Me duele.
Mhm.
Sí.
Or like this is like good, correct, but I think because it's a little translation, right? But I think it's more natural to say me duele la rodilla.
The pain is in my knee.
Mm-hmm. Me duele la rodilla.
I
It's
it,
a pain
I,
in my knee, something like
I
that.
have pain of my knee.
Mm-hmm. Me duele la rodilla. Like it's the same. It just sounds more natural for me. For me,
Right, right.
right?
Not for me, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, for me, because maybe in other country you can say this one and this one sounds more natural. But for
Right,
me,
right.
it's that.
Yeah.
Here, eh, in fact, with this phrase, we can talk about an interesting verb in Spanish that is the verb gustar, to like,
Hmm.
right? So before we talk about that phrase, let's talk about the verb gustar. Gustar,
Okay.
to like. That is like um, it doesn't follow the rule that we already know about the verbs that we saw before. So we know that, for example, if I'm doing the action, well, I'm doing the conjugation for me, right? For example, I eat, right? So yo como, right? Because I'm doing the action, so it makes sense that I'm doing the conjugation for me. But here for the verb gustar, so for example, here the phrase is me gusta mi trabajo, right? It's going to be me gusta mi trabajo because we have the different kinds of the conjugation for the verb gustar. It would be
Mhm.
gusto, eh, gustas, gusta, gusta, gustan, and gustamos. No, al revés. Gustamos, gustan. Okay? And
Okay.
we also talked about the words like for the reflexive verbs that you got confused with that, right? But here I think it's more easy to see and understand this. So we have me, te, se, and nos. Okay? Now, when we were talking about reflexive verbs, we said these words are for the person that is receiving the action, right? So, for
Hmm.
example, me baño is because baño, because I'm doing the action, and me, because I'm receiving the action. Here is the opposite. So, that's why here gusta, it's for él, ella, él, ella. And I'm doing the conjugation for the thing I like. So my job, I can see my job as él, right? So that's why I'm doing the conjugation for él. For because when I using the verb gustar, I think about the things I like. And that's why here me, it's me because I'm doing the action of gustar. So
Okay, you're the one liking it.
mhm. So for example, if I wanna say you like sports. See that here it's plural. So it would be ellos, ellos,
Gustan.
ellas. So it would be te gustan los deportes. Sí,
Hmm.
gustan los deportes. Okay. Any questions here?
No.
Sure.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I understand what you said.
Yeah.
I get the principle. Like, I understand the principle. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think. I'm not sure, but um, so yeah.
So, for example, um, tell me like something you like.
Sunshine.
Sunshine. So, John le. Wait. Le. This is le. Le. I forgot. A John le gusta sunshine. How do you say sunshine?
Well, say the sun, soul.
Sol. Okay. Le gusta
That's so.
sol.
Now, why do you have a John?
Because here, when I notice that here, I didn't say like yo, like, or tú. I say this. But here, if I just say le gusta el sol, like I don't know which one is the person who likes sun, because
Okay.
le has more options. So here I have to specify that is you,
Okay.
a John. Or if we're talking about you, like we know it's John, I can say le gusta el sol. But here I have to specify.
Okay.
And now we can do more examples and get deep in that verb later. And
Okay.
then the last phrase you told me last class, it was "Are you feeling well?" And it would be "Te sientes bien?" Te sientes.
Okay.
Ujú. Te sientes bien. This is for the verb sentir. Sentir. And I did the conjugation for tú. Okay.
Okay.
So now we have like the restaurant, restaurante conversation. Okay. So it can be these one are like the phrases you can hear besides buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches. Like you can say it too, right?
Yep. Yep. I got those.
And these ones are the phrases you can hear, and these ones are the phrases you can use. And if you have more phrases that I don't have here, just let me know.
Right.
So, tienen reservación. Maybe you can guess.
Yeah. Do you have a reservation?
Mhm.
Well,
So,
we have a reservation
mhm,
under the name John.
mhm. Tenemos una reservación a nombre de John.
See,
Here. Mesa para cuántos.
table for four.
Here the question is like from yeah table, like I don't know how to say that in English, but like the table, how many people it's going to
Yeah, the
have.
table for four or five or
Mm-hmm.
cuantos. Oh, how many do you want
Mm-hmm.
at the table?
Yes, exactly. Mesa, for example, for two, for example. Para
Okay.
dos, por favor, right?
Right.
Now here, que desea ordenar, like what you
Would you
wanna
like to order?
order. And when you finish, um, the waiter can ask you, ¿les ha gustado la comida? Like, or
Did you like your meal? Did you
yes,
like your dinner?
yes, or just les gustó.
Déjeuner?
Mhm. Les gustó la comida. The difference is la comida. The difference is that here I'm telling like uh, have liked, like I'm saying like have liked, and here is used like liked. Did you
Gracias.
liked? Liked, just past simple. But each one is good. And this one quiere incluir el servicio.
Is a tip included?
Mm-hmm. Yes, like do you want the tip to be included? Because I don't know there, but here you have like 10% of the meal. It's going to be the tip, and you can
Mhm.
accept it or not. So they ask you this.
Ah, here it's Viente,
Mm-hmm. So,
but they don't ask.
they don't ask.
No, no, it's up to you how
Mm-hmm.
much you
Ah,
want to
okay.
put on there.
Yeah, you.
Unless
Mm-hmm.
unless it's a very large party, like more than say 6 to 10 people,
Mm-hmm.
then oftentimes the restaurant will specify at least 20%.
Uh-huh. Yeah, here like you can say no and give less money for the tip or don't give any money, but 10% is the
Custom.
yeah. Mhm.
Mhm.
And ya tenemos una reservación a nombre de John, mesa para dos, por favor, por ejemplo. And here when you're going to order para mí you what you wanna eat y de beber what you wanna drink. And then we have like you can ask for some napkins napkins like this. Nos puede traer más servilletas, por favor. Are you still there? Hello.
I don't know. So they want service, please. I don't know what kind of service they want, but
What you're talking about this question?
no, no. This one down here with the napkin. Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
What is that? I don't know.
yeah. Maybe you don't have napkins there and you need more, or más. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, what we'll translate that phrase, the question. What's the question say? We don't. May we have better service, or what's it
No,
say?
more napkins, servilletas,
Which one? Which one? Which word is napkins? Serviletas.
servilletas.
Oh, okay. And service is trajar.
And traer is like, can you bring
Okay.
more?
Oh, can you bring some? Okay, yeah. All right. Can you bring more napkins, please?
Yes.
And what about puede?
Yeah, it can be also. Here with nos, I'm specifying is to us.
Right, but what about nos puede? What's puede mean?
Ah, can you?
Can.
Mm-hmm. Usted can you or you can puede.
But nos means us.
Mm-hmm. Like, can you bring more napkins to us, please?
Okay.
Okay. And
Okay.
if you wanna say the food was delicious, so here it is. La comida estaba deliciosa.
But comida is food or dinner?
It can be like meal also.
Meals, yeah. So it's not wasn't the particular food, it was the whole meal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Estaba deliciosa. Okay.
Delicioso.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. So here, do you have like more phrases you want to learn? For example, in this particular scenario.
Nah, no more.
No.
Nah, I don't want to learn anything else. Well, no, I mean, yeah, the phrases are infinite.
Mm-hmm.
I would like, I like this very much, but may I have some pepper? Or may I have another cup of coffee? Or no, thank you, I would not like dessert. Or
Mm-hmm.
no, I'm sorry, we ordered two hamburgers. I mean, you could talk forever. So, of
Uh-huh.
course, there's plenty of things to say,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes. Yeah, you can with this maybe you can use these phrases and modify them a little bit, and then, for example, if you want coffee or more coffee, you can use this phrase, but instead of servilletas, café.
Right. Now that means can you bring us
How?
more?
Mm-hmm. As.
What if I'm the only person drinking coffee?
So it would be me. Me.
Me. Yeah, nos is for both of us, and me puedo más
Más
café,
café.
por
Mm-hmm.
favor.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. And
Más.
what if my the person with me wanted more coffee? If I could say she would like more coffee,
So it
that
would
would
be
be
le.
te
Le.
lay.
Like le
And
puedes
why would it be
dar,
lay?
I don't know, water, for example, agua.
See. So lay would be she,
She or he.
he or she.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes. Mm.
So that means would you bring more? Would you bring water, please?
Mm-hmm. To her or to him.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And for example, what's your favorite food? To write it here.
The one I'm eating.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
uh, uh, pescado.
Pescado.
Pes- pesca.
Pescado.
Pescado is a fish.
Yes, it's fish dead.
Okay, dead fish.
Dead fish, yeah. And
Dead
if
fish.
it's alive, just pez.
Pesce.
Pez.
Pez.
Pez. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Pez. 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 Pez.
okay.
Pez. And de beber, like what do you like to drink usually?
Uh, I would like what's the right word? Water with bubbles in it. Mineral water. Mineral water.
Um,
Or water like club soda with bubbles in it. How would you say that?
like agua
Agua
con
with
gas.
gas, I guess
Con
they
gas.
say.
Mm-hmm.
Con gas. See, yeah, okay.
Agua con gas. Or
And
soda.
what's agua without like regular?
Just agua.
You just agua. Okay.
Agua. And you can say soda, and I think it's the same.
But soda is not a Spanish word.
No, soda, we use it for, like in restaurants, they sell soda saborizada. So it's water with gas. And like they put fruit. So it's soda.
But would you have to say soda con orange or soda con berries or
Yeah, just like soda de, and then the thing, like the fruit. Soda de, I don't know, maracuya,
what's that mean?
passion fruit.
Ah, okay. We don't have that.
No?
No, no.
No, that's so sad.
Soda. How about if you wanted like a cola, a cola soda, like a
Gaseosa.
Coke? Repite?
Gaseosa. Gaseosa. Like Coca Cola, those things.
Yes.
Gaseosa.
And that means like a pre-made soft drink in a can or something or a
Mm-hmm.
bottle.
Yes.
Okay.
Gaseosa. And soda is like because it's not with sugar, but they put things in it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Or agua con gas.
I like agua. Yeah, agua con gas.
Hmm.
That's why I have some agua con gas aquí.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
see.
don't like agua con gas. No me gusta el agua con gas.
Me gusta mucho.
Good.
I like the gas. I like the little bubbles.
Yeah, I don't like them. Okay,
Okay.
so now um, let's, because I don't think we have talked about um, to specify irregular verbs in present, right? I told you they have a pattern here, but we didn't talk about really, like we just uh, mentioned it. Yeah. So we have irregular verbs. Do you remember this, right?
Hmm.
So let's.
Sort of.
So yeah, this is for regular verbs. It's going to be really useful for irregular verbs too.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know if you have that write down in your notebook.
Right, right. I'd have a picture of it on my phone
Okay,
that you sent me.
okay, perfect.
I have this picture.
Okay, perfect. So this is really important, right? And now let's talk about irregular verbs. There are many, right? But we can't classify most of them in some particular cases, right? So there's some verbs that finishes. Okay, I there are some verbs that in the first person, that is for yo. The first person, primera persona, yo. So, hay algunos verbos que cambian en la primera persona. There are some verbs that changes for the first person, yo. That is the same here for tú, él, ella, usted, nosotros, ellos, ellas, ustedes. It's going to follow the same pattern. This, but
Hmm.
for the first person, pero para yo, para la primera persona, va a cambiar. It's going to change. For example, we have the verb hacer. El verbo hacer means to do or to make. And when I want to say I do, I make, so yo hago. So as you can see, it doesn't follow this.
Yeah. Well, it does, right?
It doesn't follow because if you're going to do the same, it would be this. Wait, it would be like ako because the verb
Okay.
is hacer, right?
Oh, I
So
see. Okay.
usually I
And
replace
what?
this with o, but it's not like
Okay.
that. Hago.
So it changes the letter, so it's spelled differently. Okay, it's a different word.
hmm
Just
But
a different word.
for the other ones, para los otros, it's the same. Es lo mismo. For example, you do or you make, it would be tú haces, right? And for the other ones would be hace, hacemos, hacen. So it's this.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Just the first person.
Yes. And the same with these ones.
Are
That,
those all the irregular verbs?
mm-hmm, yes. And for example, one really famous verb is to drive, that is conducir, conducir. So it changes for the first person. Cambia para la primera persona. Entonces sería I drive, yo conduzco. Yo conduzco, and the other ones will be the same. Tú conduces.
Mm-hmm.
Él, ella, usted conduce, o nosotros conducimos, ellos conducen, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And these verbs. I don't know if you want. I can send you this list with the translation.
Okay.
These
Sure.
are some of the verbs, right? And then we have another kind of irregular verbs. Tenemos otro tipo de verbos irregulares. That we can call them verbos irregulares con cambios vocálicos. That is that I'm going to change the vowel for two other vowels or one, whatever. I'm going to do that change for the conjugation. So here we have some examples. Some examples. First, we have the verb querer. Querer, to want, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if the verb querer were regular, it would be quiero, quieres, right? But it's not regular. I'm going to replace the E for IE and then do the conjugation. So, voy a reemplazar esta E y voy a pensar and I'm going to think like the verb is this. Like it's not this, but I'm going to think. Like and to suppose is this. IE. And then with that in mind, I'm going to do the conjugation. But I have to have in mind too that for nosotros, I'm not going to do that a vowel change. It's going to keep as the original verb. So, quiero, because I change here, quiero, quieres, quiere, here, it doesn't change. Queremos, no cambia. And then, for ellos, ellas, ustedes, si va a cambiar y va a ser quieren. Ujú,
Okay.
quieren. And these vowel changes are like the ones that you do, right? So E from E to IE, from O to UE, and from E to I. So the other ones, so for example, I have the verb poder that we talked a few moments ago, que hablamos hace un momento, y es poder, to can. No, to can no, can, can. Poder. And for the conjugation, I'm going to think like the verb is puede. It's not that, I'm just going to think that for the conjugation. Puede. The verb is poder, can. And as you can see, again, for nosotros, it doesn't change. Para nosotros, no cambia. Podemos. Ujú. Sí,
Yeah, sí,
maybe too much information.
sí. Mucho, too much, way too much,
Okay.
way
Eh,
too much.
okay, okay. So we let's take it from the top. So we have like it's good that we have kinds of irregular verbs because it's not like uh, any word and that's it. No, we have some verbs that just change for the first person for you, right? And we have
Right.
some other ones that I'm going to keep with this termination. Hemos, en. I'm going to keep with that. The difference is that I'm going to do a change. And if you, yeah, we're going to talk about more verbs, but here we have three: querer, poder, and pedir. This one is pedir, pedir, pedir. That is, here I'm going to write can, to want, and pedir for the conjugation. I'm going to change this, like pedir, right? That is to ask. Okay, and then it's going to be the same as here. It's the same. Like for example, we have an and ir verbs, so they're going to be these two, and it's
Okay.
as you notice here. The only part that we don't do the vowel change is for nosotros.
Hmm. Hmm.
Podemos, pedimos, pedimos, right? For the other ones, we have the vowel change. And I'm going to send you this thing. But if you
Okay.
can write or take note of this, it's good because like when you write some, I don't know, but for me, it's really useful when I write things like in
Yes,
that.
me too.
Hmm.
But it would take me, 5 minutes to copy that whole thing down. So I'll just have to look at the picture and write it down later. Right.
Oh, but I
Uh,
I can wait if you.
Well, whatever.
Okay.
Either way.
Hmm.
Um,
And we have,
so
tell
let me
me.
ask you in Spanish spoken in Spain,
Hmm.
would this spelling change be the same as you just outlined, or would it not be since they don't change the vosotros.
Mm,
Is that's just because it's like nosotros that it doesn't change? But would um, there other conjugations change just like in this?
no, it's the same. Like for
Same as this.
vosotros, but for vosotros, it doesn't change. But for the other ones, they're going to
It
say
does.
the same thing. Like if they in Spain, I want is yo quiero, and here I want is yo quiero.
Yeah, so it does. Yeah, okay. So it's the same in that kind of Spanish as in this kind of Spanish.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's the
okay.
same. The only difference
Yeah,
is they have vosotros for
yeah, yeah, yeah.
instead of ustedes because
Yeah, yeah.
vosotros means ustedes.
Okay. Okay, I got you.
Okay, and now we have, as you notice here, like here we we use the verb to have, tienen,
Mm-hmm.
tenemos. So for example, if you wanna say I want, no, I have a reservation, um, it would be tengo una reservación, reservación a nombre de John. So here you can see that and say, okay, here I have tengo, but here I have tenemos, and here I have tienen, and it's the same verb, and they're all in present. So why? The reason why it's because the verb tener, the verb to have, it's like a combination between the kind of verb that change that changes for yo and the kind of verb that does like a vowel change. So as you notice, the verb is tener, tener, right?
Uh,
Tener. But here I say tienen, en. So I did the same as I did with the verb querer. But for yo, it's not tieno. It's not that. It changes for yo. Tengo. So
okay. So
what
that's an irregular verb,
mm-hmm.
right?
And it's the kind of verb that is like it changes for yo and it does like the vowel change. Some other verbs that are the same are the verbs decir, that is to say, and the verb venir, that is to come. I'm going to send
Uh-huh.
you this. And it's they are the same, right? So it changes for John and then a vowel change. Um, and finally, I'm not going to say more things. We have like when we talk about el verbo ser y estar, cuando hablamos del verbo ser y estar, em, pudiste notar, you maybe you notice that it doesn't follow any pattern because soy, eres, es, somos. It's not like similar. It's
Yeah,
not similar to
correct.
this.
I did notice that.
It's not similar to this.
Uh-huh.
So they are part of the verbs that it doesn't follow any pattern. But the good thing is that you already know those verbs. Ser y estar. There's a new one, hay uno nuevo, que es el verbo ir. That is the verb to go, to go. And as you notice, it doesn't follow any rule too much. Voy, vas, va, vamos, van. But we can talk about that in the next class. but those are like the kinds of irregulars. But there's not too many that doesn't follow any pattern.
Okay.
Okay.
So on your screen there, you had irregular verbs and then irregular verbs mixed,
Uh,
like
Mix.
a key. Yeah, mix
Mix
those.
those.
So
Because they change the first person, and also they do the vowel change. So
okay,
that's why
and there's
mixtos.
right. And so what's the first irregular verbs we talked about? Let's
Um,
go back and look at those again.
the ones that change for John, but
Well,
for
no,
the other
let me
ones,
see yeah, excuse, let me see the table here. No, the table. Up. Yeah. So,
okay, wait, here it's good, it's better.
yeah. So are these irregular verbs? Are the rules about these different than the second group that's mixtos?
They are different because for Joe, it
It's
also have the vowel change, and I just do that.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this has the valve change
Mm-hmm.
it for Joe
Mm-hmm.
as well as the other ones,
Mm-hmm.
the other pronouns, and then the next one, the mixtos ones,
Mm-hmm.
just have just have the O for Joe and then the vowel change. They don't Joe only has one change in the irregular mix
Mm-hmm.
compared to two changes in the previous mix.
Yes. For Joe, it's different. But this one is the same. Puedo, pido, quiero. It's the same with the vowel change. This, look that here, it has the vowel change, but these two doesn't have. So they don't follow a pattern.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I see. So you just have to. So are these the only three verbs that are mixed?
No, there's a few more.
Well, a few more, like two or three, or like 20.
Um, I don't count them, but I
But I mean, a
know.
lot more, or just a few. Like a couple more.
I think.
Well, let me ask you this way. Let
Okay.
me ask you this: Are there more mixed irregular verbs or more irregular verbs?
Like of this kind,
Yes. Are there more of this kind?
are more
Cambio
of this
vocalico.
kind.
More of this kind.
Like as you
Okay.
can see, there's a list here of the verbs.
Oh, okay. Well, I did. Yeah. Okay. So the mixed irregular verbs are um, a small group of irregular verbs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A subset.
Yes, you can.
It's a
Yeah.
small. So you have all the irregular verbs, which is like this many, and
Mm-hmm.
then the mixed irregular verbs are in this group, but they're only about this many.
Mm-hmm.
See? Okay. Okay.
Okay.
And then these other ones down here, the other irregular verbs,
Mm-hmm.
they're just another group of
Like,
irregular verbs.
yeah, of exceptions. You can.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So there are three trace groups of irregular verbs. The main group, this group, and then the mixed group,
Yes, the
right?
the vowel group, the first person group,
Right.
mixtos,
Yes.
and exceptions.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, four groups of
Four. Yes.
four categories
Yes.
of irregular verbs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Do you have more questions?
No. No, I know. Yeah, I do. Are you feeling better? You sound a little better.
Yes, I'm better.
Did you get well after Halloween, or did you get more sick?
Mm, I don't know. I think I got better.
Oh, good. You didn't go to the party though.
No, I didn't go.
No, that was good. That was a
I
good
didn't go.
choice.
I thought it
That's,
was good, but when I was teaching you, I
yeah,
noticed that I was.
nah, it's no good. So, listen, Mariana, this is my last class tonight
Okay.
because I'm not doing my homework
Mm-hmm.
to learn what you're teaching me
Okay.
because I just I have too many other things going on at this time of year, honestly,
Mm-hmm.
to to focus on